What's up, party people? Sleepy J in the house. BCS, Baptism of Fire. Anyways, yeah, I just got done tonight wrapping up Stonewall Jackson's Way, the campaign, the playthrough, all that. Um, And I gotta say, a little bit of a disappointment. There was a lot of knowledge doled out, tips, strategy, all sorts of goodness. But one thing that did not happen, it wasn't a good competitive game, SJW2. In fact, I would say that when it comes to the competition level, it was a bit of it was a bit of a dick tease when it came to competition level. I thought we'd have a good competitive game right up to the end, but it was kind of a letdown, a dick tease, or whatever. But it was all 10 videos or whatever. It definitely, there was definitely, for a newcomer, there was definitely a treasure trove, a cornucopia, if you will, of information, rules, strategy, tips, this shit and that shit. So it would be worthwhile for a new player who wanted to get some insight as to how the campaign is run for Bull Run 62. Competitive speaking, blowout. Okay, so I do apologize for that. I didn't even follow my own good rules. So, anyways, here's the bottom line. We're moving on. BCS. Let's talk about BCS. Hey, John, how do you feel about BCS? Well, I've got 4 or 5 of the games. I don't have Valley of Tears. I know I'm a rookie. I'm a fresh meat noob to BCS. I don't feel comfortable playing it. All right, I have to say that. I would say that my knowledge of BCS at this point in time is a 4 out of 10. I think that would be an accurate depiction of my knowledge of the system. But it's not going to keep me from making videos. I'm gonna learn here, and one of the point, like, I knew Stonewall Jackson's Way pretty much in and out like the back of my hand. This I don't know. This is gonna be painful to watch. Your host is going to be spending time in the rule book looking for answers. That makes for shitty videos. Really shitty videos. And I haven't progressed to the point where I can pause a video, go look for shit, get an answer, and resume the video because I'm just a lackluster video producer. So anyways, we're going to go forth with this, and here's what I'm going to ask for the viewers, aka the Peanut Gallery, people who may have substantial BCS knowledge, and this is what I ask of you. Okay, I would ask that as I go really painfully slow, trying to learn the game myself and maybe help someone out there in YouTube world who wants to get some insight into how the game works, that please post your constructive criticism and answers and knowledge in the comments below. I would ask that you would concentrate on the rules, not so much the strategy, but the rules. Like, hey, John, you did something wrong at this minute. By the way, that's the other thing. If you're going to chime in with that, please list the damn minute mark that you saw the problem. Okay, don't just say, oh yeah, you didn't do your second fire event, and just say that and walk away. No, bro, you got to get in here and say, hey, this and that happened at minute 23, and you didn't really do it right, and that would be very much appreciated. And as always, say what you got to say, be constructive, don't be a dick about shit. Okay, anyway, so we're a little community here that wants to learn BCS, because all I really know about BCS is it looks friggin' awesome, and I can't wait to know it like the back of my hand. So, Having said that, BCS, Baptism of Fire, Kasserine Pass, you know it, you love it, whatever. It looks like the counter density is small. I'm playing scenario 5.2, Operation Spring Wind. Okay, here's what I know. I do know it's 4 turns. Okay, starts off February 14th, 1943, a 4-turner. The first player is the Axis. Okay, and the Axis reinforcements I've already placed on the map. Now the thing is that, so I've placed all this shit, and I put the cards up, and this is about as big as the picture goes. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit, and I'm looking at the bottom right corner of the map. Okay, so you're looking at elements of the, there's going to be elements of the 21st Panzer Division and the 10th Panzer Division. Let's see, let me just see if I can get some information right here, real quick, just for shits and grins. 10th Panzer is, what is it, Riemann? These guys off to the right are elements of the 10th Panzer and Gerhard. Okay, and then units of the 21st are down on the bottom. What is it? Stankhoff. What the fuck, dude? I can't say it. And shoot over here. So these guys are elements of the 21st. And then the 10th Panzer is up around here, coming in on these two guys right here. So that's what you have. And then for the Americans, you have CCA right here. There's their headquarters. They have a bunch of units on the map right here. CCA headquarter right here. And then farther up, you have CCC. Okay, so that's the extent of it, and then to win, the Germans need to capture Kearns right here, I believe. Let me see what it says. Victory conditions: the Axe player wins if he controls CD, Bao, Zid, and Kearns. And at least, oh, okay. So there's 3 known ones. So it's. Let me do this. They got to capture Kearns. What else, John? What else do they have to capture? Right here, CD Bozid. Okay, easy for me to say. And then one of them is probably farther out, definitely right here. And one other victory hex. Okay, so there's other victory hexes up, and in the red line, we're only using B map. The red line denotes A and B. A to the left, B to the right. So we're only using B map. And here are more victory hexes. So the Axis need to capture those 3 and at least one other victory hex. The Allied player wins if he controls Sabatla and Kearns Crossing. Any other result is a draw. So the red line, again, map A's to the left, we're only using map B. This is 4 turns. Okay, and the first turn, February 14th, is, what is it? It's actually no rain. The scenario dictates no rain, and the Allies have the Germans have a +1 on, what is it, snafu DRMs? Yeah, I guess so, something like that for turn 1. All right, see if anybody's, well, we got anybody watching this mess right now? No, why would we? All right, it is what it is. We press forward, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that screen. So, anyway, so this is BCS for noobs, okay? Noobs. All right, so let me go to, and there's some other issues, like, we're going to roll for, the first thing we're going to do right here is roll for air support, or air points. Okay, air points. So it's one, apparently you do not roll in rain turn. Well, the first turn is no rain. Okay, so the Allies are going to be 1 die -2. So let's see if I can work the die over here. and it's looking for air points. All right, here we go. Air points. Air point. This is for the allies. All right. So they get a 5, but they have a -2 modifier. So it's going to be 3 air points for the allies. Let me go ahead and place these right here. Remember, everything's learning shit the hard way here. Let's go to the track. And again, 3 air points. What happens if I flip this? Flip. Can you flip it? Hell, I can't even flip it. Can I increase? Oh, yeah, you can increase. Very nice. All right, so that's going to go to the allies, 3 air points. And then the Axis, they get whatever they roll. Here's the Axis roll for air points. And they get 4, so there's no modifier, so they get whatever they get. And let's do a clone here and then add one for the Axis. Axis. Why do I say Access? Access Hollywood. Increase. Okay, 4 points for the Axis, 3 points for the allies. Solid. Let's move on. All right, so I'm going to keep this focused, the biggest resolution I can get right here. And the Germans are the first turn. But let's take a quick look at, where's the book? Where's the book? Game turn sequence. Okay, so again, not well versed on all this shit. So let's go. I'm looking at 2.0. This is in the new rule, version 2.0 rules, series rules. And what does that say, John, for sequence of play? Well, what it does say is the following phases in order constitute the structure of a game turn. Okay, that's great. Reinforcements. One player rolls for the turn's weather. It's done. It's already in the scenario that turn 1 is going to be no rain. Both players roll for air points. I just did that for air points. Roll for and apply new reinforcement points. Replacement points. There's no replacement points on the first turn, from what I understand. We'll do that on turn 2. Roll for and apply new replacement points. Yeah, whatever. And then assignments. Okay, so assignments. This is where it gets a little fuzzy for me. Assign or unassign arty points. I'm not going to do that. I don't think any of these guys have our independent arty points. I think they just have the intrinsic artillery points. Like, for instance, this right here. This guy, the CCA right here, he has 1 intrinsic point. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't have extra. He doesn't have extra. So I'm just going to go with that. Let's leave it like that. So we can't assign or unassign arty points. I don't think. I don't know if you can unassign the intrinsic ones to the headquarters, but even if I can, I'm not going to do it. Assign or unassign independent units. I'm not going to do it. I don't know if there are independent units. So I'm going to, and units enter or exit support. Now that's interesting pretty much for the Americans. Do they want to enter support? So I'm going to look at CCA. And they have a tank destroyer right here. Okay, and I'm assuming, so the question is, can a tank destroyer unit provide support? Damn, dude, I don't know the answer to that. Shit. Oh, wait a minute. So they have, look at that 2 on the left that they have right there. Okay, so that's kind of, that stand. That's limited AV. They can provide support. Okay, from what I understand. And I would be interested in doing that, by the way. So let me just kick at the support. Blah, 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 blah. What if I go to support? There's a ton of shit right here. All right, I'm gonna assume that limited AV can be flipped over for support. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the CCA tank destroyer unit on and put it on their card and under support. Okay. And how does that look? So now CCA, by the way, there's a shit ton of those guys, and like there's a lot of CCA units. Well, hopefully these guys are going to have support. Now, it looks like my first question is, and I'm not even going to answer this question right now, because either way I'm going to keep them in support. It looks like some of these infantry units may be out of command range. And that may be the case. Like this guy, he's within 5 from the CCA headquarters unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Indeed, he is in command range. This unit way over here, obviously, is out of command range. Does that mean they can't be in support? I don't know. We'll have to get to it when the actual moment comes that we're going to have to decide that. Okay, so let's get back to it. So I am going to, wait a minute, I just had that page up, 2.0, right? I want to see if we can get going here, because I want to do like the initial German movement. Assignments, units can enter support. So I did that one tank destroyer, I put him in support for CCA, and there he is right here. All right. Okay. All right. Anyways, so, okay, so we know, let's proceed. The Germans are first. This is sort of my prequel video, if you will. But I'm just going to, I may not even move, but I'm going to go ahead and find out. I'll do the snafu roll for whoever I get activated, and we'll see what happens. So we'll do initial snafu, and we'll cut this video short. And I'm already just talking bullshit. I'm already 17 minutes into it, and that's cool. So I definitely want to learn here. So the Germans have the first activation, February 14th, 1943. And they're going to activate, I'll just call him Ream. What is he, Reamhart? Is that his name? Is it Reamhart? Riemann. Let's activate Riemann, even though I'm going to say Ream. All right, let's go ahead and activate Ream. So he's on his first activation side, so that is good. And the first thing that we're going to do is, where's my sheet? Where's the cards? I got game cards, charts. Let's get a couple of these over here to make life easier on everybody. Of course, I drop everything on the floor. All right, so let's get the snafu roll chart going, table. Okay, so what do we know about the snafu roll? Actually, there's another piece of paper I want to get. Where is that piece of paper? It's never handy when you need it. Damn it. I really wish I had it right now. Okay, hold on. Let me go to, I want to do this legally and correctly. Activations. Let's go. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to get the whole damn deal on activations, what you actually do, because I don't want to miss anything. All right. Maybe I should go to the damn index, dude, and see where it is, because I know snafu is at the beginning. Reinforcements, assignment. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. By the way, I'm not using any optional rules. Okay, activations. I wish there was like an easy list. Oh, activation sequence. Here it is, page 15. All right, great. HQ and identify the formation, activate. Flip the HQ to its used side. All right, cool. Reamer. You're the reamer. Flip. Okay, so he goes to his used side, which is uh, the activation. So here's what we have. Blah, 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 blah. Preparation. Here's a MSR block marker. Okay, remove combat trains, blah, remove, blah, blah, blah. And this is all MSR shit. We know our MSR is good. All right, let's do snafu. Let's go right to snafu. So the thing about the snafu roll is we're going to go right back to the cards. Yeah, all right, snafu. Here we go, snafu cards. So what do we have for modifiers? We're going to roll 2 die, okay? And we need modifiers. Okay, number 1. +1 for fresh. Are they fresh? Indeed, they are fresh. Okay, they've got fresh on their card. That's their fatigue. Fresh. Coordination, no. Fatigue level, nothing. Mixed, no. Game specific, yes. If you look right here, the Germans have a +1 on the first turn. So so it's a +1. So they have fresh +1, game specific +1, and are they optimal? Indeed, we do have them as being optimal, and here this would be the reason why I imagine. At least 5 hexes, no more than 15. Automatically applies that the combat trains are in an entry hex and the HQ is not further than 15. Okay, now this gives me a little bit of pause right here. These guys technically, is that an entry hex? It's not. They could go one more, but it seems like that. I'm going to call this an entry hex right here. It seems like they could go back one more, but that may be the entry hex right there. So I'm going to assume that they are in an entry hex. So it looks like a +3 modifier on their initial snafu. Let's go to the dice. Let's go to the die and see what we got going on. All right, let's do the roll. Snafu. We got a +3 modifier. So the total of the 2 die is 8. Right there gives them a full activation, plus it would be 11 with the modifier. So we have a full activation, and that means we're going to have to place 2 OBJ markers. I should have got these out earlier, but let's see if we can get them. One moment. OBJ markers. OBJ. I don't know how we do doubles. I don't know how we do doubles. Shit, how do we do doubles? Double OBJs? Yeah, that's not it. All right, let's put this out for right now. I'm just gonna clone this. From now, we're going to go, I don't have that. I'm sure there's something that says double OBJ marker, but I don't, I'm not well versed on this enough to know that. So we're just going to use 2 independent ones, and we're going to place these 2 OBJs some damn place. I got to think about this. Oh, man, what to do here. And let me look at, I'm going to look at the Americans. I'm going to give them the ability to flip onto their deployed side. What would this guy be? He's a 3-3. No, undo that. Undo that. He's going to stay right there. What about Kern's guys? Because I expect them to be attacked. If you flip him, yeah, he's going to go back. All right, so they're both on their deployed side. So, dude, place your OBJs. All right, I will do that. I will place my OBJs. Do you want to just be safe and put it on this character right here? Yeah, I mean, he actually is a 6. You know what? Let's be safe and do this. We're going to place both of these guys here, facing him. Rotate clockwise, and we'll put him right there. All right, so we got dual OBJs right there. So we have a full activation, and we're going to activate this Tiger unit right here. Why not? What if we flip him? Ooh, he goes to 5/5, but look what happens to his movement. Oh, by the way, the other thing that I failed to mention is apparently there is the site is 4 hexes. The visibility is 4 hexes. That's what I meant to say. I read it somewhere, but I if I had to look for it right now, I'd be looking for a while. All right. All right. So anyways, let's do this initial activation. He is actually going to go back to his mobility side. All right. So that's a half, 1, half, 2, half, 3. So he's moved 3 of his 14 movement points. Okay, so he's got a shit ton left, and he's going to do what is known as an engagement. An engagement when you have 2 armored vehicle units, AV. Units that are going against each other, and it is not necessary to have an OBJ marker here to get these guys. You know how it's a requirement for some units to fight. They have to be in an OBJ zone. That's not necessary for engagement, but if you want to get the +1 modifier, you need 2 of them, which we do. Okay, we do have it right here. So what we have is here, the Americans are 3 + 3, the 3 that's red, the 3 in yellow, that's 6. That's their number. And the Germans are 4 + 5, which is 9. That gives them a +3 modifier, but with the double OBJs, it's going to be, looks like +4. Let me look at the, again, let me take a quick look at the card and go to the engagement zone. I mean, the engagement. Oh, there's the paper I was looking for, but I don't need it now. Let's go to the engagement table, not the engagement zone. Okay, do you have a double, as for the firers, the attacker, I should say, double objective? Yeah, that's a +1. Is it a limited AV? No, they're not limited AV. Target only multiple supports? No. So that's going to be it, and so it's dual dice. We're going to roll 2 dice. We've got a +1 modifier, and again, it's 9 to 6 +3 double objective +4. All right, so here is going to be your snafu roll. No, your engagement roll, dude. We've already got a full activation on the snafu. This is an engagement. Ready? Here we go. Plus again, +4. So they get an 11, which they've already got what they needed, and it's going to be a target, loss, and retreat. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this after we do the loss. But actually, if you look, here's the problem for the Americans, okay? So they lose 1 step and a retreat. Well, the news is they don't have to retreat because their unit has 1 step. So they lost that step. He's going to send to graveyard. So they're dead. And now the German unit they've used 3. They have 11 movement points still. And yeah, what that's gonna be. Let's count out 11. No, actually, we'll count it out this way. Um, half four, half five, half six, half seven, half eight, 8.5. All right, so we have what is known. They used one fire event to attack that previous unit, and now we're going to use another fire event to attack this. What is this, mechanized right here? Indeed, it's mechanized. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off this video. We're going to stop right now, and we'll come back. And this has already been like 30 minutes just for the build up and the first activation of the first unit. So I'll come back and we'll do the second engagement because I want to kind of look up and see if this guy has to retreat, what will become of the CCA combat train. Probably nothing because I don't believe the German unit can advance after combat. I could be wrong on that, but we're going to save this second engagement for our next video. All right, I'm John. I hope we can both learn something on baptism of fire. We'll call it a Noobapalooza, okay? Noobapalooza, because that's probably, well, I know I'm a noob. Maybe a couple other noobs will join us and learn a couple things. All right, I'm John. I'm out. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.